2 of your POE Activity 1 is a pre-writing program. This is for 30 marks. So using the CAPS document with reference to grade R home language, emergent handwriting, design a pre-writing program for the week. Your program should include 3 activities for each of the following pre-writing skills: fine motor, gross motor, spatial orientation and directionality, and tracing and writing patterns. These activities should be integrated across the weekly plan and appropriately planned according to the daily program. You can also use the life skills document because a lot of the fine motor skills and gross motor skills can be found in the life skills document. The fine motor skills would be under creative arts and your gross motor skills would come under your physical education. You need to first choose an appropriate theme for grade R. Then you need to describe in detail 3 activities for each of the pre-writing skills and list the resources required for each activity. You also need to include when in the grade R daily program this activity would take place. Here is a reminder of the grade R themes, and these can be found in the life skills documents. It's always nice to pick a theme that talks to you first, and you find which term that is, and then you go to those pages in the home language document and the life skills document. Remember, your activities have to map to the CAPS document, so it's essential that you find the skills needed to be taught in the term of the theme that you have chosen. Start this activity by brainstorming your activity ideas using your chosen theme. You can copy a table like this, and under each section, just jot down an activity that you could do for each of these skills. You are going to need 12 activities in total. Please make sure that they are pre-writing activities. There are lots of gross motor activities that actually don't align with pre-writing skills, so make sure that all of your activities that are chosen are helping with pre-writing development. For each activity, you need to include the CAPS outcome, the resources needed, a detailed description, and when in the grade R daily program you will be doing it. You can include any lyrics that you might have in an appendix at the end of the table. So let's remind ourselves what periods there are that we can do these activities. There's arrival free play, there's morning ring, there's a teacher guided activity 1, there's indoor free play, outdoor free play, teacher guided activity 2, story time, and departure free play. You need to put your activities in a weekly planning layout. This is the one that the POE has guided you to use, so we need to use this layout in order to plan our activities. Here is an example of the detail required. So in this example, term 4 has been chosen and the theme of dinosaurs. You can see how the activity has been laid out to include all of the required elements. Fine motor activity 1, and then it's given a name, that it's the dinosaur finger arm. Happens during morning ring. Then the CAPS outcome, you can quote this directly from CAPS and remember to put your in-text reference with your page number. Then the resources needed, each learner will need 5 dinosaur paper finger puppets, and then the puppets they need are listed. Then there's a detailed explanation. The teacher will guide the children to place each dinosaur on the matching finger, and here it refers you to Appendix A. You would have noticed before that Appendix A was the picture of the dinosaur where it had all the lyrics. The class will then sing, "Where are the dinosaurs?" from Appendix A. Children must use their fingers to do their actions. So this will go into your program table. This is just an example of one activity. You need 12 of these activities. Remember, 3 of each skill. So here is an example of what it would look like in a table. And I've just zoomed into the table so that you can see. So it only shows Monday and Tuesday. You have 5 days to do 12 activities. So some days you might only have 2 activities. Another day you might have 3 activities. And then this block would just go blank. You can use colors. So for example, all your fine motor activities could be in red. Here's activity 1, activity 2, and then on one of the other days you will have to put activity 3. You could also add pictures. Remember to look at your Harvard referencing guide in order to reference your pictures. Your pictures will help the marker to understand what you mean by your activity. Here is a template that has been created for you with regards to the program. In each one of these squares would be one activity that you could do. Now let's have a look at our rubric. Remember, it's essential to always look at your rubric when doing your POE tasks, as this tells you what the marker is looking for. In terms of activity descriptions, 3 detailed examples of activities are included for each of the 4 pre-writing skills. These activities are aligned to the CAPS focus for grade R and to the chosen theme. So remember, your theme and your term need to be aligned. In terms of integration into the daily program, your activities are integrated into the grade R program, clearly detailed, well thought out and presented. You need to think about the best time that you could do an activity. So for example, if you wanted to do a messy painting activity, maybe arrival time or departure time is not the best time to do it. It would be better suited during a free play period. In terms of your resources, a comprehensive list of suitable resources that show careful consideration and engagement. Be as detailed as you can here. If you're using Play-Doh, be specific and say that you are going to use red, green, and blue Play-Doh, for example. Then finally, you get 6 marks for a nice, neat layout, an excellent example of a weekly program. It is strongly suggested that you use the template that I've guided you to, although you can come up with your own. And this is for a total of 30 marks. I wish you all the best for your POE, and remember to listen to your lecturer's guidance and look at your rubric.